Subscribe or you'll be visited by the toll troll. It seems the highlight of their pathetic lives is to dress up and eat out at some trendy restaurant while snapping pictures of their overpriced steak to post on Instagram. Jealous because you don't anyone to go out with? Pathetic. You probably hate people having sex too. The majority of normies are overweight or obese, they don't do shite. Eating is the highlight of their day. Most people can't afford to live a lavish life, but can occasionally afford to go out somewhere nice. It's probably a brief window of bliss for them. Let them have their fun, who gives a shite? When I was homeless and jobless, my life pretty much involved moseying around looking for the next exciting meal and just waiting until I was hungry enough to find something good to eat again. Being obsessed with food is clearly not as bad as being obsessed with someone obsessed with food. Eating out and drinking heavily at a nice restaurant with people you love is one of the pinnacles of human experience and on. Especially if you smoke weed before/during and then have an after-dinner menthol cigarette. Yes, the food is overpriced, it's still delicious. Yes, the wine is even more overpriced, it still gets you high. But it's understandable why people go apeshite over it. Eating and talking is the pinnacle of human experience. Goy cattle actually believe this, my god. I hate eating at such a time and money sink. Been trying to optimize this lately. Tacos? How are these broke aces even affording to eat out? I go out with my wagey friends like twice a month and I feel the pain every time the bill comes out, even as a 7-figure non. Yeah, and you are in your basement with maybe a few grand more than them eating cheap processed shite. If you are not a multimillionaire, it doesn't matter since your lifestyle is not different from theirs, and it's even worse since you deny even the simplest of pleasures. You wouldn't be complaining here about such BS if you were satisfied with your life. Moderation is key, however enjoying food is part of being human. I suggest you do so responsibly. Good food is delicious and it's easy to make if you just put in a little bit of effort to find the right techniques and recipes. For example, I had pasta with tomato sauce yesterday. Very simple dish, just a can of tomatoes and some basil, salt and olive oil. But then here's what people don't know. Because all the canned tomatoes are not great quality, the way to elevate your sauce is by creating something called a gastric. It's a French term for when you caramelize sugar in vinegar. I have an old bottle of good red wine vinegar and I made the gastric with it. Add it in a little at a time so you can taste it so it doesn't overpower the sauce, and voila, top quality tomato sauce that costs almost nothing to make. Understanding simple shite like that means anything you make is always going to have that extra level of deliciousness that will make you not feel the need to eat out or get takeout. No, you can't enjoy this thing that's been enjoyed by every class in every society throughout all of civilization. You must be le-based contrarian. Touch grass, you effing silly head. I heckin' hate eating out. I mean, I enjoy it, but I hate the idea of spending $160 on my and my girl for a single dinner and drinks. When I was single, I ate eggs, meat, and veggies every single day. I'm not some lame foodie where I cream myself over flavors. I'm disciplined and stay away from unhealthy shite. Now not only do I eat unhealthy, I have to pay some extra an amount and then heckin' tip on top of it. It makes the girl happy though, so off to the next steakhouse or Italian spot. In this thread, eaters talk about how fulfilling it is to eat me. I cook. Free meals for everyone. No, don't bring your own. I've got you. I know it was delicious, but give me some criticism anyway and next time it will be deliciouser. Weird that I don't want to run a restaurant. I'm okay with having coffee out, Asian food, as I could never cook the same way and not smelling like fish or barbecue every once in a while. Anything else is just crazy expensive. They literally don't have food at home, are you surprised? They take pictures because for when they're starving so they have something to look at. Truly disgusting cattle. Normies have no interests beyond food and whatever the last TV show they're watching. I eat crappy food quickly. More efficient and economical. That face when I have money but just sit at home. And eat my goyslop in gym shorts. American thing. It's a safe subject in most normie hobby, I guess. It's as American as equating an obligation to use car to go heckin' anywhere with freedom, drive 1 hour to work, no vacations, smoke weed, have homeless people and obsess over blacks. It's pathetic. Eating out at a restaurant is something that anybody and everybody can do. So it's appealing to a lot of people. The water and food available to humanity is becoming unstable at an increased rate unknown. One of these days advanced engineered crop viruses will sprout up and destroy the food chain completely. I'm enjoying the pizza and pasta while it exists, but preparing yourself for the bug meat gruel future is valid too. Join Bumble. Set my interests as family-oriented, gym, nature, etc. 80+% of girls have bars, foodie, or some named amoroslop food item or alcoholic beverage in their interests. This is what they do with their lives. Spend an hour and a half swiping left before I find enough non-NPCs to fill my right swipe quota for the day. At least I'm learning what people in real life are like. Animals care only about food and sex, nothing else, so go wonder. Bro mad cause he can't afford to go to those trendy restaurant or don't have anyone to go with. Perverse end of empire behavior. Eating in public. Conspicuous caloric nutrient wealth and consumption. Making a social display of eating as a petty performative index of success, security and social integration. I'm stinking rich and I do this. Though not the Instagram bit. I use WhatsApp. Cope thread. Comment if you cannot afford eating outside. Let them sin a little, dude. Gluttony once a month or whatever is fine. Envy is actually worse, I'd argue. Cain ended up murdering Abel, his own brother, out of envy of his favorable position.